Now, look, I wanted to start our next interview by telling you a little story. I finally decided, much to the joy of everyone in the office here, that I'm actually going to take a holiday. And I'm looking at taking a week off the back of Labor Day in late October. And I really haven't had, during the year, any sort of holiday for, 2.5, 3 years since we got the platform going. So I thought, I got my passport, let's go overseas. And I thought of Rarotonga, and I'm still thinking Raro. But I settled on Bali because, let's be frank, it's cheap. And everyone who's been there says it's pretty cool, it's pretty nice, and the food's good, and there's not much to do. So I got hold of my friendly travel agent, who doesn't get a mention because she doesn't give me a discount if I give her a mention. But I got hold of her yesterday, said where I want to go. I went online, I looked at some places, and my one thing was no kids. I don't want to go to some resort where there are screaming bloody rugrats all over the place and people with strollers and kids doing bombs in the pool. I want to go somewhere that is quiet and secluded where I can have a couple of books, maybe get a massage, have a whiskey at the bar at night, go swimming, sit in the sun and do bloody nothing for a week. And to be honest, I've come back. It is reasonably priced. I can fly up there, only takes 6 hours. I can fly out of Wellington and I like the look of it. But I'm still thinking, there'll be kids. And it'll be a tourist trap. And then I thought, God, wouldn't it be good just to hit the road? And I like hitting the road in the Rangy. But I've also been increasingly thinking about hitting the road in a camper van. And I've done one big camper van holiday in my life with my brother up in far north Queensland. But I know that for a large and increasing number of New Zealanders, the camper van isn't just a way to go on holiday, but a way to live in their retirement. And this weekend at Mystery Creek in Hamilton, where they normally have the field days, there's a massive motorhome show. And I think this is really interesting. I know that one of our clients, the Output Envy crew, who just have so much neat gear, we're going to be talking to them tomorrow, they're going to be there. So I thought, let's find out how big the motorhome show is. So we're joined now by the person, I suppose, the director of the Classic Events Motorhome Show at Mystery Creek, Michele Connell. Michele, welcome to the platform. How are you?
Good morning. Yes,
hang on. We've got a slight problem. We'll just... that's it. We got you now, Michele. Sorry, that was my bad.
Oh. Good morning.
Okay, tell us how big the show is, the Motorhome Show, and how long has it been going? Is this a new thing or an annual event?
It's been going for quite some time. We run the Hamilton show in September, and then we also run the South Island show in Christchurch in May. So we run the North and the South Island shows every year. I've been running them for quite a while, but like you said, it's becoming, it's a very, very popular way now for people to travel and see New Zealand, and I suppose COVID really accentuated that as well. So we do have just about pretty much all of the manufacturers and dealers from around the country here at Mystery Creek for the 3 days.
Wow.
So
now, Michele, is there a hierarchy here? Because I'm going to give you my hierarchy. Caravans, hate them. See them on the road, I think they're a menace and they're bloody awful. I've never been on holiday in a caravan. Hate them. Camper vans. Okay, slow, underpowered, driven by tourists who don't know the road code. Hate them. Hate camper vans and freedom campers. But a motorhome is different. The Winnebago, the serious motorhome. I never get angry when I'm behind a motorhome because I think those people have committed to doing it right and doing it properly. Is there a hierarchy and a difference between those classes of travelling accommodation?
Well, there isn't really, because you can buy any sort of level, I guess, of motorhome or caravan that you want to these days. There's right up to the motorhomes that have got every bell and whistle you could imagine, to the more sort of affordable ones, which probably might be considered your camper van. And I guess it just depends on your budget. And it's the same with the caravans. There's huge ones that, have sliding areas that pull out and create a bigger lounge. And to a lot of the popular ones at the moment are the off-road ones. So you've got that extra support to be able to go and park down closer to the beach and things with your.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I just look at caravans parked parked in camping grounds in summer, and it's like people have taken their depressing, horrible suburbs full of snotty kids and transplanted them to nice places and ruined them for other people.
I can't really comment on that then, but I can't comment on who buys them. But
right.
But I know there seems to be one for everyone. That's for
All
sure.
right. Is the trend towards motorhomes? Is it a growing market, and are more and more people interested in this? And I know there's something in me that strikes me that it's a kind of independence from exactly. And I was talking about planning this holiday to Bali, and I just feel like I'm going to a tourist trap, and it doesn't sit that well with my sense of individuality, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, when COVID, of course, came around and we couldn't travel, there was a real boom, and in fact, the big problem back then was lack of stock, because everyone was buying them and travelling and seeing our own country. It still is really popular, and I guess it is that freedom, and a lot of, you've probably heard the stories about people selling up and just deciding to live on the road.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of that. And I think too, the affordability of your beach batch or whatever has been pretty tough over the last few years, and so this is a different way to be able to still go on holiday.
No one can lodge a Waitangi claim on your camper, can they?
They can't. And you can actually, there's the NZMCA, which are our naming rights partner, so they are the New Zealand Motorhome Caravan Association. They've got a really growing membership, which indicates pretty much, most people who buy a motorhome or a caravan will join the club, and that's just growing like mad. So it indicates that it's still really popular. And I know we're seeing that here with even the interest in, we're running a new show in Taupo in November, focusing on selling the second-hand motorhomes and caravans only, and there's a real strong interest in that as well, and that's, I guess, the more affordable side.
Yeah, now I don't know if you've got stats. So what's the demographic? Tell us what the average motorhome owner is. How old are they? Where are they from? Maybe ethnicity, sexual orientation, colour of the hair, all that.
Yeah, I might not have some of that data, but it used to be a sort of 60-plus market traditionally, but we've seen over the last probably 4 or 5 years that has actually dropped, and it's now probably 45-plus, and I guess for those reasons, in that it's an affordable way to travel, and you can just keep it at home and then decide, that, as you said, that independence, you can decide, okay, well, look, we're going to go away for the weekend. We've got that in the garage, away we go, and still be able to, even though your caravans, I know you're not a fan, it's still a great way to take the kids to a campground in New Zealand and be able to have an awesome holiday. So it's definitely become a younger market, and that's what we're seeing, certainly.
Yeah.